Hi, this is Rony Mullick, and you're watching the Post Market Show. And today was the first weekly expiry of the November month, and markets opened with a huge gap down because US markets were weak yesterday. There was the US Fed meeting, and they decided to increase the interest rate by another 75 basis point, making it into a 4% interest right now in the US market. So that was anticipated, but the Fed chairman's comment uh, after at the press conference after the meeting that was slightly hawkish, and that was the reason US markets fell in the last 1 hour. If you look at the charts, it's very evident, and that is why the global markets all over opened with a huge gap down. Indian markets also opened with a gap down, then it moved considerably up, but then we had the RBI policy meeting scheduled at 10 a.m. in the morning today, and that was there, but no rate decisions were announced over there. Just they were talking about why the inflation was above the upper threshold of 6% range. So if you are new to this, so India has a target inflation of between 2% to 6%, but as we know that inflation rates are rising all over the world, and even India, the last month's inflation rate was above 7%. So the government has asked for some explanation from the RBI, and that was the entire discussion. So it was basically a non-event for the market participants, and then there was quite a volatile market. So the gap up that was there in the market, that was sold into. I won't say that the gap up was tested completely, but if you look at the charts, you can see the markets opening with a huge gap up, taking resistance around the trend line and around 18,100, and then falling from there, and then it could not reach that high again. So this was the market in a nutshell, and you can see this there's a downward trending line forming in Nifty. So once this trend line is broken on the upside, then we can expect a good upside momentum. Until that time, market are likely to remain range bound. Nifty was quite bullish for the last few days, but now after today's downward in the second half, it is looking slightly bearish to consolidating is what I'd say. So Nifty on a close to close basis down by 0.17%, ending at 18,052. Coming to Back Nifty, Back Nifty was better today. I'd say it was in a down move, down trending, but then it opened with a huge gap down. Then immediately it shooting up like anything, and then Back Nifty ending well in the green, all thanks to the PSU banks, especially State Bank of India ending at all-time high levels, and Federal Bank, Canara Bank, all of them have contributed beautifully to Back Nifty's up move. So Back Nifty is at 0.37% up, 41,298 level. So this is Nifty and Back Nifty. Apart from that, mid caps and small caps did reasonably well. Mid caps doing up by 0.34%. Nifty small caps are up by 0.13%. Sector wise, the only sector which was quite negative, it was the IT index. Nifty IT again down by 1.18%, and this is because Nasdaq was particularly weak yesterday in the US markets, and that is why the IT stocks have been hammered in our markets. So 1.18% down Nifty IT. Apart from that, like I said, PSU banks did fantastic today, up by 2.5%, and we will be coming to that which banks contributed. And apart from that, if you look at the overall situation of the sectors, nothing much happening. Nifty Auto was weak, 0.4% down. Nifty Energy was weak, down by 0.55%, and apart from that, no other sectors did pretty well today. So coming to some stock specific action, HDFC announced its results today, and the results were good. It was way better than last time, but still it ended 0.74% in the red. So if you look at the 15 minutes time frame, 2 o'clock the results came in, and you can see huge volumes, but there was a spike, but it could not be sustained, and again it fell towards the end, ending again at the lowest point of the day. This is HDFC. So this was results related, and apart from that, Reliance Industries, it is above 2500 levels, so that is again a good zone. It is trying to stay above that, which is good for our market. It's a Nifty heavyweight stock, as you know. Now coming to the banks, PSU banks particularly, Canada Bank, it's at 295. So the resistance is very close at 300 level, but let's see, it's up by 1.25 percentage. State Bank of India ahead of its results, 1.93 percentage up. State Bank of India again looking pretty strong, and with huge volume is also what we are seeing. Federal Bank again a bullish engulfing candle. Federal Bank, it is at its all-time high. Let me check once. Let me look at the monthly charts and see. Yes, Federal Bank is clearly at its all-time high levels. So yes, Federal Bank again breaking out from consolidation and moving up with a lot of strength, looking particularly strong. Apart from that, Vedanta moving up by 1.9 percentage today, and ITC, it touched 52-week high, but then profit booking set in and it closed at 353. Pretty strong is what we are seeing. And it was the tech stocks which were an absolute mess today. TCS down by 1.08 percentage, Infosys down by 1.45 percentage, opened with a gap down and remained there, could not move up. Tech Mahindra losing the most among Nifty 50 stocks, 2.69 percentage down. And also there was a breakout, but it is looking like it is going back into the range of 1040 to 1000. So that is Tech Mahindra. Apart from that, if you want to look at the Nifty index movers, top mover was Reliance Industries, ITC, State Bank, Bajaj Finserv, Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy. So these were the top movers, but it wasn't moved that much. And Infosys is the top loser, the top dragger, I should say. Infosys, TCS, Bharti Airtel, HDFC, these were the top draggers in the Nifty 50. Coming to FII day activity, FIIs have been continuously buying for the last few days. Today they have maintained the same buying streak, but the amount of buying has come down considerably, just 677 crore buying from FIIs. DIIs have become net sellers for 732 crores. So that is all that. And if we look at the global markets now, so if we look at the global markets, let us look at that. So the European markets were opened in the red, and it was continuing to move down. And if you look at the 15-minute time frame, let us look at that. And yeah, German markets, it opened and it was continuing to move down, but then it after US markets opened, it is trying to move up, so that is good to see. Same with French markets, is opened and it was moving down, and then it is now touching, trying to take its days high is what we are seeing. Same with UK markets as well. UK markets are moving up with a lot of strength, up by 0.1 percentage right now. Coming to US markets, S&P 500 opened with a gap down and it was trying to move up, but now it is consolidating. Dow Jones down by 0.3 percentage, same thing, opened with a huge gap down, but it is near its days high, trying to break above that level. Same with Nasdaq. Nasdaq looks a little bit weaker than S&P 500 and Dow Jones. So open with a gap down, tried to move up again, a second round of selling, but now it is consolidating. It hasn't broken the day's low. That is something good, but US markets are again in the red for the, I think, third consecutive day. Nasdaq is looking particularly weak. So there was a strong downtrend which we had seen. Maybe this is a pullback, and again markets will continue to fall. Who knows? Only time will tell. But US markets are negative again. Dow Jones is trying to recover. Let's see. But Nasdaq is looking pretty weak. US VIX has come down below 30. It is for the last, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading days. It has been trading around 25.7 US VIX. And India VIX, there's nothing to say. It has been quite low, and you have seen the premiums are also quite low. Markets are also not making huge trending moves. It is opening with a gap up or gap down, but it is consolidating at a very, I think, at 150 point range. So India VIX is at 15.94, lost 4% today. So volatility coming down today is what we are seeing. And crude oil prices are around $88.9 per barrel. So no major movement in crude oil, also pretty stable at these levels. Gold prices have made a triple bottom somewhere around here, and they are trying to take support around these levels. I am expecting gold to move up from here. I've told multiple times that at least for slightly medium to long term, you can consider buying gold and going long in gold for the long term. So let's hope the gold recovers. But apart from that, currency wise, dollar index was had come down to 109 levels, which was very good for the markets, but then it continuously moved up from 27th of October. So this is the sixth consecutive day where the dollar index is moving up with a lot of strength is what we are seeing. So that is again bad for our markets. And Indian rupee has, it was gaining strength, but again it is appreciating at present, 82.7 at present Indian rupee. So that's there. And apart from that, if you look at SGX Nifty, if you have noticed closely, it has been trading at a premium of 100 points. It means if our markets, let's say it's at 18,000, it is indicating 18,100 in SGX Nifty. And same thing is happening now as well. Our market is at 18,050. It's where it has closed. Now it is slightly up. SGX Nifty is indicating 18,114 levels. So SGX Nifty is slightly at a premium for the last few days is what we are seeing. Now coming to what we can expect in the markets. So Nifty, as long as this trend line is continuing, we can expect the market to consolidate with a negative bias. Once this trend line is broken and Nifty breaks 18,100, we can expect an up move towards 18,300. So the levels to watch out are 18,100 on the upside, definitely very important, then 18,300 on the upside. And down below, 17,950 should act as a very, very strong level of support, and then 17,800. These levels you can watch out on the downside and on the upside as well. If either of those are broken, expect a good trend either on the upside or on the downside. And the market has not been trending in the last few days. Whatever we are seeing, it's either opening with a gap up, then trading in a close range, or opening with a gap down. And so they have not been making big moves, and so that is there. Nifty is looking slightly bearish, and Bank Nifty, if you look at it, it's clearly consolidating around these levels of 40,600 on the upside and 40,870 on the downside. So Bank Nifty should take the first support around 41,000 levels, 41,100, and then 40,800 is a very strong support area. Upside 41,600 is the first level, and then 41,800 is the next level of resistances to be watched out in Bank Nifty. If either of that is broken, again we can expect a trend. Other than that, it should be consolidating at least in the next week as well. So these are the levels to be watched out for. Coming to economic calendar, tomorrow we have an important announcement coming from the US, that is the non-farm payroll, or the job additions that are there in the economy. So this time they're expecting a decline in the jobs. So expectation is 200k jobs, but last time it came at 263k. So if that is the case, then markets will be reacting to that, and unemployment rate is again expected to rise by 0.1%. Now if this happens, this is good for the economy. So US might go slow on the interest rate hikes, and so let us see how the markets react around these levels. If there's a major deviation from these expectations, then the market can react either in a positive or negative way. So let's see where the US markets react, and this would be important. And that is the this is the only news that is there for this week, and the rest of the things will be in the upcoming week. So no more major events right now. So the Fed event was there, that has already been factored in. The markets did not react that much. It was again a negative move in the US market, but it was again US market on a larger time frame, it was trading slightly in the negative. Now let's see if this was a pullback or a trend reversal. So only time will tell. But now considering the VIX is at such a low level, markets are likely to make less volatile moves. That is why the VIX, that is what the VIX indicates. So as long as those levels are respected, we can expect a consolidation. Again, expect a breakdown or breakout above these levels, because market will not stay in a range, in a very tight range for a long period of time. So with that, again tomorrow is the Friday, and again 2 days of holiday, so people would like to square off their position. So market can get a little volatile in the second half especially. So keep an eye out for that as well. So I think that is all from my side for now. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a very good night.